The world's oceans and seas, vast, dynamic, and diverse, with deep trenches, coral reefs, and marine life, from tiny plankton to massive blue whales. Sea island. An island is a body of land surrounded by water on all sides. Greenland is world's largest island. Peninsula. A peninsula is a piece of land that is surrounded by water on 3 sides and one side connected it to the mainland. Examples include the Arabian Peninsula and the Iberian Peninsula. Bay. A bay is a water body surrounded by land from 3 sides and has a wider opening than the total length. The mouth of the bay where it meets to the ocean is large. The Bay of Bengal is largest bay in the world. Examples include the Bay of Bengal and the San Francisco Bay. Gulf from excellent harbors like bays and many key world trading centers are located in Gulfs. The largest gulf of the world is Gulf of Mexico. Gulf of Persia is an important gulf as petroleum is transported through its water in oil tankers. Isthmus. A naturally created narrow strip of land connected to land masses and separating 2 water bodies is called isthmus. It is a natural site for ports and canals. The Isthmus of Panama links the continents of North and South America and became a barrier between the Atlantic and the Pacific Ocean. The Panama Canal, completed in 1914, has made transportation of goods and people easy between eastern North America and western Northern America. The canal is 77 kilometers long. Another important isthmus is the Isthmus of Suez. Here the Suez Canal was made, connected the Mediterranean Sea with the Red Sea. The construction of the canal started in 1859 and was completed in 1869. Strait. A strait is a narrow strip of water body joining 2 large water bodies. The Strait of Gibraltar joins the Mediterranean Sea with Atlantic Ocean. The world's oceans and seas may seem similar, but they have some surprising differences. Let's explore. Gulf and strait. Gulf is a portion of a sea that penetrates the land. Strait is a narrow passage of water that connects 2 large bodies of water. Gulf connect the land and the sea. Strait connect to large bodies of water. Gulf is always a natural formation. Strait can be man-made, and such a structure is known as canal. Gulf serves as an excellent location for harbors. Strait cannot act as harbor. Bay and Gulf. Bay is a water body that is partially surrounded by the land, while Gulf is a water body that is largely surrounded by land. Bay has a broader mouth or inlet. Gulf has a narrow mouth or inlet. Bay is generally smaller than a gulf, while Gulf is generally larger than a bay. Bay is formed due to continental drift or due to the erosion of rivers or oceans. Gulf is generally formed due to the continental drift or movement of Earth's crust. Bay is connected to an ocean lac or a river, while Gulf is generally connected to the ocean. Bay is curved inward directions and making circular or semicircle shape. Water erodes very deeply into the adjoining land that makes it long and narrow in shape. Strait and isthmus. A strait is a narrow strip of water body joining 2 large water bodies. An isthmus is a naturally created narrow strip of land connecting 2 land masses and separating 2 water bodies. A strait is a naturally occurring passageway between 2 bodies of water that is wide and deep enough for a water vessel to travel through. An isthmus is a narrow strip of land that connect to large land areas, usually with water on both sides. Seas and rivers. Seas are huge bodies of water. Rivers are thin and long bodies of water. Seas have saltwater, rivers have freshwater. Seas, where rivers often ends up. Rivers flows into ocean, seas, lakes, or other rivers. Seas may come from a higher or level area. Rivers comes from a higher area. Seas took billions of years to form. Some rivers may only take few years to be formed. Seas do not exactly flood because of massive water evaporation. Rivers may flood their banks. Seas has waves which move slower. Rivers has running water which moves faster. There are 50 seas in the world. There are 7 major rivers in the world. Island and peninsula. Island is a piece of land surrounded completely by water. Peninsula is a piece of land surrounded by water on 3 sides. Island is not attached to land on any of the sides. Peninsula is attached to large landform on one side. Island is an isolated part of the land. Peninsula is not an isolated part of the land. Islands are often found in groups. Peninsula exist independently. The ocean's beauty is a treasure to behold. Let's cherish and protect it for generations to come.